Because I stopped drinking Pepsi because it was giving me UTI. So yeah, that's what I do. Okay. No, but in other news, I'm really excited because I recently tied the knot. So give it up for that. Yeah. Thank you. It was amazing getting my tubes tied because I don't really fuck with kids like that. You know what I'm saying? They not my thing. You know. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't fuck with kids because. I was leaving. You know what kids I really don't like is the ones that stay in like income-based apartments and shit. I don't like them kids specifically because they always want to play in the parking lot instead of their motherfucking playground over there, you know. But no, I'll never forget. I was leaving my apartment one time and I thought it was a cute wig. It was like a bob wig with like a low-cut bang. And I was walking to my car and this little boy, I heard the little boy say, "Oh no, not the bang." I was like, "Boy, fuck you," you know. I should have known he wasn't shit. He had a mouth full of silver teeth. You know what I'm saying? Fucking hate him. But anyway, but no, I got a son though. And I love my son. He's straight. And he's straight. And so, no, but he moved with his dad and stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, I was sad about it. But when I realized how like much free time I had and shit, I was like, this is what's up. I see why them baby daddies don't pick up their kids. It's fun outside. Any baby daddies here? Oh, y'all don't want to speak up?
I'm a full-time dad, so.
Oh, okay. You niggas, whatever. But you heard. But the nigga heard though, with us. He's smoking. No, I was playing. But anyway, no, but I do appreciate the black man, but I am an advocate for women, black women specifically. And so I'm always encouraging women. But before I go into that, real quick, are you Mexican? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Speaking of Mexicans, my catalytic converter just got stolen.
I'm sorry.
And I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I feel like, are you Mexican too?
No, sorry.
Oh, good. I was just saying, whoever know where to get my Cadillac converter from, I want it back. And I feel like your people did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it was an empty bottle of Modelo sitting by my car. And that's y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who the fuck you need to contact, but I want my catalytic converter back today. Okay, cool. You know. But anyway, but no, I like to encourage like single women because it's hard dating as, you know, being a woman. Because it's a lot of expectations for us. And one of the things like I don't like, I deal with a lot of, you know, Tay, what's wrong with you? You know, why you ain't got no man? Maybe you should start charging. And yeah. And that's just coming from my mama. And so she doesn't understand how hard it is today. But she doesn't understand because I remember I looked at this guy's dating profile and he said he wanted a woman that works out all the time. She must be fit. And then he put in all caps, no BBW. Now I'm not gonna lie, I took offense to that because I have a lot of women in my family as well as friends that just loves Bath and Body Works. And I'm just a little bit confused. That went over y'all head, y'all that high. All right, y'all got, let me give y'all time. Okay, I got that shit. Anyway. No, but other than that though, I've tried a lot of things in my life and I know one thing I'm not into is a polygamous relationship. And like if you don't know what a polygamous relationship is, that means a relationship that consists of 3 or more people. And my ex came to me and he was like, "Babe, I want to bring another woman into our home." And I'm not gonna lie, I was apprehensive about it. But because I loved him so much, I said, let's see how this works. And everything was cool at first until it felt like it was a competition and shit. Like, oh, I can make his meals this way. I can fold his clothes this way. And I just went to my ex at the time and I said, you know what? I'm not finna be competing with your mama. She got to go. For real, she gotta go, you know. I know she just lost her job and she on a fixed income. But the good thing is she not on drugs. So I know the mission will take her. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. But other than that, though, it's... But you know one thing I realized? I don't like how men preach about, you know, women need to be more submissive and shit. But without realizing that women are submissive to the man that's treating them right. You know, would y'all agree, ladies? You know? Yeah, I said ladies. Thank you.
We ain't gonna let you lie.
Would you agree? Cadillac converter still is not But anyway, no, because we got into it and I was like, you know, he was like, Taylor, you're not submissive enough. And he wasn't treating me right. I'm sorry, that smoke is kicking my ass. But anyway, he wasn't treating me right. And so I said, what do you want from me? He said, Tay, I just want you to be like my mother. I said, what you mean when you say that? He said, my mother waits on me hand and foot. And I told him, I said, I can't do that. He said, why? I said, because your mama got diabetes and they took her leg. I can't compete with no shit like that. The fuck I look like. You see what I'm saying? I'm not competing with that, you know? Thank you. But I ain't gonna lie, I left there. I mean, that relationship wasn't right for me because I was stressing from my job and I was stressing from that relationship and I ended up getting an STD. But, okay. I ended up getting an STD, but I did go to therapy and I realized that there's nothing wrong with needing short-term disability because everybody needs to take short-term disability from their job.
They do.
Okay? You agree with me? Y'all got that? Yeah. But I think, I don't know, do I have anything else? I don't know if you gave me a time or whatever. Okay, well then I appreciate y'all follow me on Instagram at MsTaylorBad and for more jokes and shows.